So here's Al Franken, and first he talks about Citizens United, which basically says that if you form a corporation, you don't lose your right to free speech, and this drives the Democrats crazy. It was originally a way they were trying to keep an anti-Hillary documentary off the air that was made by Citizens United. And under the old McCain-Feingold rules, you could do that. And the Supreme Court said, no, you can't do that. You can't stop somebody from speaking just because they formed a corporation to make their film. That's ridiculous. So first Franken defends that. And then he comes up with this stuff about the administrative state, meaning these agencies that can come and tell you to basically do whatever they want you to do because it's their interpretation of the law. And he's talking about this Chevron ruling, which essentially says if the EPA decides that your sink is a waterway, right, the court, and then comes and tells you that you can't shave in the morning, the court is basically supposed to say, well, it's the EPA. They should know what a waterway is, right? You know, that's kind of what the Chevron ruling is. So now this is Franken telling Gorsuch that Scalia would have supported this.
This principle outlined by the Supreme Court recognize that our agencies employ individuals with great expertise in the laws that they are charged with enforcing, like biologists at the FDA, and that where those experts have issued rules in highly technical areas, judges should defer to their expertise. Now, administrative law can be an obscure and sometimes complicated area of the law, but for anyone who cares about clean air, or clean water, or about the safety of our food and of our medicines, it's incredibly important. And Chevron simply ensures that judges don't discard an agency's expertise without good reason. Justice Scalia recognized this to be true. But to those who subscribe to President Trump's extreme view, Chevron is the only thing standing between them and what the President's chief strategist Steve Bannon called the quote-unquote deconstruction of the administrative state.
Well, if that's extremist, I'm an extremist because I mean, you know, you have the FDA keeping people from using drugs when they are fatally ill, when they're dying. And they say, well, yeah, but the drug isn't tested to be safe. Safe? You're dying. You know, take the drug, test the drug. You know, this is ridiculous. These are the experts. This is absolute dependency on experts because they know the experts are really them. They know, the elites know the experts are them, and they are them exercising their power over us without elected officials. It's just an agency interpreting the rule to be further. That's how they started to this whole thing about who uses the bathroom in your school. Washington, D.C. telling you in Kentucky who uses the bathroom in your school because they took Title IX, which says no, you can't have sexual discrimination, and said yes, and if a man says he's a woman, so you're sexually discriminating against him by keeping him out of the woman's room. I mean, it's insane. You know, you saw that transgender woman who's a man basically winning a weightlifting competition against women. You know, so you have your daughter and she goes out for athletics and then she gets blown away by some guy who just declares himself a woman. I mean, it's madness, and it's madness that comes out of these wonderful experts that Al Franken is talking about. They are enemies of freedom. They want more and more power to go to the state, less and less power to go to you and your state. So